My name is Osama Awawoudeh. I'm the owner of Mother and Child Nutrition, which is a WIC store here in East Oakland at 7107 International Boulevard. WIC stands for Women, Infant, and Children, and we cater to low-income families that are participants of WIC and have children that are under the ages of 5 years and below. I started my business 3 years ago. I have always wanted to start my own business and always been afraid to get in and start a business. And COVID is what pushed me because I was furloughed from my job and I needed to make money. I have a growing family and I started looking into getting into a business. This specific neighborhood in Oakland is in need of a business like mine. Here, again, I offer healthy food choices for low-income families that are participants of WIC. So this neighborhood, this particular area in Oakland has a very big need for that. And so that's why I chose this area and that's why I chose Oakland. I was born and raised here in the Bay Area. I grew up in Oakland. I went to high school in Oakland. And so I've always been part of Oakland, and that's why I really wanted to work here and be part of this community. In this store, I have 7 employees, and I have another store in Patterson with 3 employees. Some of the biggest challenges was to even get the door open. The health department, getting approved by EBT, and then of course getting approved by WIC. It's a very long process. It took me many months. And so most landlords here in Oakland are not going to give you 1 year for free, even though it's going to take you 1 year before you can open the door. And then it takes you about a year and a half to build your business. So that means for almost 3 years initially, I didn't make any money. And that was the biggest challenge, is to survive and try to take care of my family as well as open and run a new business here in Oakland. So the motivation comes mostly from a combination of things. The customers that are in need of this type of a store in this area. Also my employees. My employees need a job, and we offer a job with steady hours, on-time pay. So it's a combination of participants, WIC participants, and people from the community. All my employees live around the store within walking distance. And so those are the benefits that I have that have helped me through the difficult times, is having built a strong customer base and an even stronger relationship with my employees. My employees I consider like family. Every day is something new that I learn, and although there have been potentially family members that have been in the same business, nobody really helped me out. I did everything on my own. I learned as I went. I lost a lot of money and a lot of time as I set up and was working and building the business, but no additional help. The Oakland community has played a vital role. Obviously, I call that a customer base, but really I have a relationship with a lot of my customers. We're very friendly. If we're back here having lunch, customers that walk in from the back door will stop and we'll invite them in to have a bite to eat. And that's actually how I hired one of my employees. She came in and I was having lunch and, hey, come grab a bite with me. And we started to chat and I hired her and she started work the next day. And so the community has been welcoming with open arms. And I definitely appreciate, the East Oakland community and the people that are out here that I've met in the last 3 to 4 years. We're unique because we're a very niche market. You can go to Target and buy your WIC stuff, but when you come here, we offer a fast, judgmental-free atmosphere. So you can come in, we swipe your card, we check your account balance on your WIC card, and we help you get everything. It's a full service store. As a matter of fact, we even take, if you probably noticed a few moments ago, one of my employees walking the basket to the customer's car. We take it direct to your car. You don't get that at any other supermarket, grocery store. We treat you with the utmost respect, as you should be treated. It doesn't matter if you're low income or not. These are the key aspects of our business. Everything in my store is WIC approved. It's all healthy food that WIC has gone through and made sure that it has the right amount of wheat or vitamins. The baby formula is approved by WIC. So we only carry WIC approved items. And so everything in here is healthy. We have produce that's brought in 3 and 4 times a week. So all of our produce stays fresh. And so those are the main things that kind of set us apart from any other, especially WIC stores. Our produce selection, how clean our store is, and the selection of items that we carry. Our produce we get 3 or 4 times a week from the major markets here in San Francisco and Oakland. And so our produce is what, again, sets us apart from anybody else. Our produce is fresh, a lot of it is organic, and it's priced better than anyone else. I want to thank Sunrise, is our milk company. They've been by far the best. Freshco, Yusuf at Royal Fresh Produce in Oakland. He's been a tremendous help to us as we built our business with produce. I'd also like to thank La Finca Tortilla. They've always been helpful when I go to pick up tortillas. Those are the key players that have kind of been helpful and patient with me as I grew my business. A lot of companies didn't want to sell to me because I wasn't buying a lot initially, and so they kind of were patient with me to help me grow. So I wanted to thank them. Being that a WIC store and being in the area that I'm in, a lot of Hispanics assume or think or maybe don't know where to go and apply for WIC and have come here. And so I've helped them and built relationship with the local WIC offices here in East Oakland at Eastmont and East Oakland. As a matter of fact, West Oakland as well, and the Fruitvale WIC offices. And we've reached out to them together. And some of the participants that have no car, no transportation, I've driven them to the WIC office to get a WIC appointment and to get a WIC card. In particular, there's one lady that stands out. Her name is Maria, and she came in. She was new to America, only been here for less than a week. She has a son that's, at that time, was an infant. She has no money. She needs to feed the kid. And so she had heard go to the WIC store, assuming she can apply for WIC here, but we don't do that. We only sell the foods. But because of the relationships that I've built with some of the people that work at the WIC offices, we were able to call them and get an appointment for her. And then the beautiful thing about WIC is when you apply for WIC, they give you the card right away. So for a family that is in need, like Maria, she can come. We came back here to the store and she was able to shop and get food in her house for her kid right away. And so those are the benefits of utilizing WIC. They don't really ask a whole lot of questions about your status, immigration status here in America. And so I know a lot of people were afraid to go because they thought they'd get in trouble, but really WIC is really trying to help people get healthy foods to their kids. And that's the big benefit of WIC. We have many items that are popular. Our baby milk, we always have stocked, the baby formula. That's been a key item, especially since COVID and there was a lack of formula. And so I have kept a enormous amount of formula in order to cater to all the participants. Because a mother that just had a baby it's vital that you have the formula for that child. And so formula is probably the most important item. My goal is to open a few more stores here in Oakland to help cater to the low-income families that are here. And I'd like to also try to go to other areas in the Bay Area. Advice for new business owners. It's going to take up most of your time. You will have no time. It's going to take you a long time to find decent people to work with you and for you. And even when you find them, you're always going to be worried about your business. So the best thing I would say is set aside the next 5 years to just work. And so I'm proud and happy to say that my business is helping the community. It's beneficial to the community in all aspects, to the people that shop here and to the people that work here. So I'd like to thank East Oakland in general, and thank you to my employees and people that I work with, and partners and wholesalers and retailers that I work with to buy items from and be able to keep them in stock for my customers.